Okay, I should probably post it on the Facebook too, huh?
Hey, Marksman46, thank you for the
Oh,
host.
oh, what a bro.
And GotPowerGaming, thank you for the host earlier, but it might have expired by now. But thank you anyway.
Wait,
I'm gonna go
I
check
need
it
to-
right now.
Test.
Shit. How do I forgot how to change things.
Okay,
I'm so dumb.
my chats show up in the thing, so we are golden.
What? How do you change the title? What the fuck?
What are you talking
Did they
about?
change something?
GotPowerGaming.
What's
There we
up,
go.
GotPowerGaming?
Thank you for
that
the host.
Here we go.
Fuck, shitting, fuck,
What a
dude,
dude.
that's crazy,
Hey.
man. What?
Mark, are you able to change the title? Because for some reason,
No,
I cannot.
I am not signed in to the channel's thing. I'm signed
How-
in to my account.
What is happening? Why?
Rip.
What?
Oh, hello.
What is happening? I have to figure this out. I'm sorry.
So Marshall, I have a friend who puts
Yeah.
his name on the internet is depleted charge. So if your
Yeah.
name is Got Power, he can be like, no, I have a depleted charge.
There you go. He literally doesn't have power.
Yeah. Also, hi, Jaya. Hello.
All right. Well, it's episode 33, and that it'll be changed for YouTube and whatever.
Fig Newton 7, thank you for the host.
Thanks for the host, Blake.
Block A.
How you guys
Hey.
doing? How was your weekend?
Hello, Lynn.
What's up, Lynn?
Hello,
Hey.
Blake.
What's up, Tenstripe? What's up, Blake?
Welcome everybody.
How was
How was your guys' weekend, guys?
No, you go first, Marshall. Don't
Dude,
ask.
I go first.
Yeah.
Marshall, what's up,
What?
dude? Welcome
What
to
did
the
I even do
podcast.
this weekend? Thanks for having me.
Yeah, of course.
Always enjoy it. I love sitting in my room talking to people on my computer screen.
That's my life, man.
Yeah, it makes me feel like I'm socially included in a group.
It's just a trick of the lights.
Yeah, I should. You know what I need? I need like the clicker over here because my light switch is all the way over there. If I can
Speaking
like
of
click it on and off.
Trick of the lights. I'm just kidding. I'm not going to do that again.
Oh.
I could do that later.
Oh,
But,
man.
well, how was your weekend, man?
How was my weekend?
Yeah.
Dude, I don't even remember what I did this weekend. Oh, I do. I went to the Coldplay concert at the Rose Bowl.
Oh, right. How was that?
That was so good. I'm not like a fan of big group stadium activities like sports events. I don't like those. I assumed concerts I wouldn't like. This was my first concert. I've been to Hard Summer, which is more of a festival, but this is my first concert that I was at. And Coldplay, they are performers. They were amazing. They were great to watch, and I loved every second of it.
They know how to put on a show. They do know how to put on a show.
And
Yeah, I
what's his
did
name?
that. What? Chris Martin?
Yeah, Chris Martin. Every song he was singing, it sounded like he was in a recording studio. It sounded awesome, and he was hitting
He's
every
good.
note. Yeah, it was amazing.
He does really good
Really
work. I went to go see them, I want to say back in 2012. So you went to go see them like on their actual tour, but we just so happened to catch them when they were doing like a Jimmy Kimmel type performance or a late night performance.
Yeah.
So the you know how the audience, like whenever they do that, is like usually a lot smaller.
Yeah.
So we were within an audience of like 2,000 watching this fucking show.
Oh wow.
And like with that, like I hate being in like stadium shows where it's more than 10,000, but like it was super cool because we got to see them in like a small group. But that was like right when their album came out, and since then they've come out with 2 more albums. So I'm sure your show was a lot more exciting.
It was pretty cool. They gave us like wristbands which would light up depending on the song. So
What?
it was pretty cool because the second song they played was Yellow, and after the first song, it was one of their from new for this tour, whatever. I don't even remember. But after that song, it was quiet for like 5 seconds, and then everybody's wristbands turned yellow, and everyone's like, "Oh, it's that time!" 'Cause, I mean, like, if everyone's wristbands turn yellow, they're like, "Oh, okay, literally the song called Yellow. Here we go."
What do they
so
do for every other song?
It was different themes. There were some that were like red and orange, and there was like blue and green. Sometimes it was like just strobing the whole time, like a whole bunch of different colors.
Do you think they did the wristband color thing just specifically for the song Yellow, and then they were like, shit. We didn't name our other songs after colors.
The next one's red. The next one's blue. No, it honestly, there was so much color everywhere. It was awesome.
I've only seen like snapshots of like their latest tour, but it looks fucking bright. It looks like it's just the entire audience is like a part of it almost.
Yeah, it was pretty awesome. Although I will say, leading up to before they got on the stage, I wanted to slit my wrists. Like,
why?
right there in the middle of everybody. Because the opening acts were atrocious.
10
really?
reasons why
They had an
astronomers
opening
hate
act?
them.
They had 2 opening acts. They had Tovlo, which Tovlo wasn't that bad. She was pretty good. But then they had Alina Baraz or something. Never heard of her music. I didn't like her music. It was like sex music. I'm sitting there with my little sister, my 14-year-old sister, and she's like up on stage like grinding on the microphone. I'm like, oh, I don't need this. I don't need this right now.
Jeez.
And it was just not. It was, and there was like a whole hour in between the opening acts and everything. It was not amazing.
That sounds annoying.
But yeah.
It always sucks when there's like an opening act that's just kind of like. I went to a show once. I don't know if you guys have heard of George Thorogood.
No.
No.
He's the guy who did Bad to the Bone, and I'm bad to the bone, like that song. That's the only one he's known for. But my dad like, hey, I have tickets for this show. You want to come with me? I say yeah. It's funny because usually the opening acts are terrible, and the first opening act awful. The second opening act was on for longer than the main act, and was better than the main act. You don't want that to happen. It was not good. And of course, like, you go from like being really hyped up to this music to all of a sudden going to the next part where it's just kind of like repetitive blues, and the main singer is hitting on like 60-year-old women on a near constant basis for 40 minutes straight. You're just like, well, I'm glad we went to the show, and also we saw this at the end. It's like an end credit scene you didn't want to see.
I mean, say what you will about old women, but they've sure been around the block.
God damn it.
Does
right.
age equal to how much distance they've traveled? Because I don't know, 60 years is a long time to go around one block. That's all I'm saying.
How much distance they've traveled. Oh, that was a bad one.
That was bad.
Oh, okay. Rewind. We'll do it again.
How about you, Mark? How was your weekend?
I just basically did nothing. I played some video games, some Cuphead, some...
I heard that was good.
A Hat in Time. See, I have a few problems with the Cuphead, but overall, it is a good game, and I do enjoy a Cuphead. But there are other things that do bother me that other people have yet to really express, and that kind of confuses me a little bit. But we'll get to that, I guess. And I watched Death Note with my parents, the first episode, and they were like, "The fuck? This is anime? What happened? How is this what that is?" And then they were confused by that, but they liked it. And that was basically...
Why is it so edgy?
Well, it's like pretty good, actually.
The anime is phenomenal. I actually had a really good time with it.
Yeah.
Oh, okay, yeah.
Have you seen the movie?
I refuse to.
You should watch it.
I don't wanna.
I watched them in reverse order. I watched the movie first, and then I watched the anime. Because I was like, there's no way the anime is this bad, right? And then I watched the anime, I was like, fuck me. From the very first episode, it's like leagues above that terrible excuse for a movie. And I was like, oh, man. Yeah.
Hey, it's a smart guy. Oh, you've given him power. Oh! Time to murder.
See, but the thing is, in the movie, he wasn't even smart. They never... ever insinuated that he was intelligent whatsoever. He was actually just a dumb kid who was horny and used the Death Note to get laid, and then that was basically the plot of the movie. And then his girlfriend, the fake version of the one from the anime, was like a psychopath killer who just wanted to kill everybody all the time. She was like, "You need to kill your dad and kill all the people following us. You need to kill everybody." And he's like, "Okay, calm the fuck down. Okay.
What?
Yeah, they completely like. It was weird. It was bad. Bad
Good way
movie.
to fuck up a character.
They fucked up everything, dude. They fucked up everything.
That is ridiculous. Well, I mean, that sounds like a fun weekend, though. Maybe introducing your parents to the world of anime. I was trying to talk to my dad about that, actually. Because I don't know how much he's going to like it, but he's a fan of science fiction, and he loves, like, Western-style movies. So I was like, dude, I think, like, you would mesh well with Cowboy Bebop.
Kibu Bibu. Yeah.
Yeah, I don't know. I think I will show him one day. Maybe
Yeah, the
after I
question is-
graduate, I'll take a day.
What's the best anime?
That's hard to say because that's so opinionated.
I don't think there's a best. I think it's what your taste is, because like
Yeah,
I think right now My Hero Academia might be contending for the number 1 slot for me. And that one's like kind of a newcomer too, which is weird.
so I get you. I can feel you there, but fuck me, was Bebop good? Stylistically, was one of the best shows I'd ever watched. Like, period. Not even an anime.
I think
Like,
Cowboy Bebop's first 2 episodes were great. The middle section was ranging from pretty okay to terrible. And then the last 2 episodes were great. But, like, that middle section, I was like, why am I even watching this at certain points?
it is odd. I agree with you. It is. It does get weird, but like at least because I was sitting there and like every time like one of those weird episodes would come on, I was like, all right, I gotta ride through this now. And then somehow by the end of the episode, they would do something stylistically that would get me invested, and it just. I know the premise is weird, but it for some reason got me to like it.
Right, yeah.
Which is, that's impressive. That's always impressive to me. It, for example, one of those movies, you don't expect it to be, like, amazing and, like, whatever, and you watch it and you're like, stylistically fucking well done, dude. I gotta say. I watched it this weekend. Context, sorry. Like, there's just some things that just... You have to actually like sit down and like analyze for it to kind of come through with style, but
are you scared of storm drains now?
No.
I thought you were, John. I didn't think you were a man who liked horror things, though.
Fucking hate it.
So
but
then,
Shelby wanted to see it, and it piqued my curiosity just because it did look like a pretty good movie, and I have to admit, it did a good job. It wasn't just shitty jump scares all around. It had like a relevant plot. It wasn't some, shittily put together thing that's just like, oh, here's another jump scare. No, not at all. But
that's good though.
yeah, it like obviously it's not for everyone. I came out of that like, fuck me, but it was good.
That's a weird feeling to have after coming out of a horror movie.
I like clowns that much. I want them to get into bed with me. Obviously.
That's pretty
okay.
hot.
I guess that makes sense. I get that way sometimes.
Yeah, totally. Don't take me to a circus.
Oh man. All right, I've changed my mind.
Let's
try this again.
So you brought up Cuphead.
Oh yeah.
So
okay.
what was your big complaint about? Just for context, I'm sure everybody here knows what it is, but
just in case somebody doesn't, I think I should quickly go over it. Cuphead is essentially a 2D action platformer in the vein of like a Metal Slug or Contra, as it was back in the day. Many different weapons and guns. Well, they're finger guns. It's very stylistic. It's a very beautiful game, very well animated. Actually, incredibly well animated. Like, there are some points where I was like, fuck me, this is a video game? But then, yes, it is. It's a game. That being said, people have been saying that Cuphead is an incredibly difficult, very hard game, and I disagree, but not because it's not hard, but because it's hard for the wrong reasons. I think that Cuphead in general And actually, the video that is currently up is a video of a boss that I absolutely hate. And I can exactly showcase what I'm talking about. Basically, this boss, you have to move up on these platforms and slowly get up while you're dodging and you're fighting whoever. The problem is that the platforms are completely randomly generated. Every time you play the stage, it'll be different where the platforms are. And this means that there are chances where you can put yourself in a situation where it is completely unavoidable to take damage. That's not good. That's bad game design, in my opinion. Now, the person I'm watching right now, he's doing pretty well for himself. But there were more than enough times where I was completely screwed on RNG. Another mechanic is you can parry, so anything that's pink you can parry. And the problem with the parrying with this boss in particular is usually when you parry an objective or an obstacle, it'll go away. But in this one, if you parry, you'll go up through the thing and get hit by the thing that you parried, which is not good as well. So there's many situations where you're kind of shoehorned into taking damage, and that's no good. And plus, this boss in particular telegraphs which side they're going to come from in all attacks except for one, for no discernible reason. Normally she points down and is like, hey, I'm going to come from this side of the screen, but there's one attack in particular where she just doesn't telegraph it at all. She just comes down from the screen side, like from the middle. Ooh. And will hit you. That's not good. That happens quite a bit too. There are a good number of bosses who do things like that, and that's no good. There are a couple stages that have this random platform mechanic, which in my opinion is awful, awful, awful. Every other boss that doesn't have this random platform mechanic it's pretty fair, because you always have a place to dodge unless you get fucked by like an AI, but usually you can mitigate that. But in this regard, it's just there's some amount of unfairness in the way the game play is structured, and that's not true difficulty. That's just being obtuse. But
right,
I can see that.
Plus, it's very punishing too, where when you die, you'll start all the way back at the beginning, which is fine. I don't have any problem with that, being someone who plays Dark Souls, but just give me a fair difficulty. Like, there were times where I just couldn't get up to the next area, as you could see right now. That's not likely, because every area has a pretty high likelihood for a platform. But there's another couple of bosses who have similar mechanics to this that just are completely unavoidable sometimes, and it's bad. But other than that, Cuphead's a fantastic game. There you go.
Yeah, well, because I know it went through like development hell for a long time, and like it's hard to really like balance a lot of that stuff, because you know a platformer of this design, it's not always simple. Like, it needs to fit a certain feel, and I feel like the platforms is really the only way you really can. You can't really add any ridiculous mechanics to it, because you're, again, fitting 1930s style animation. You know, they didn't have that ridiculousness back then.
I kind of agree to an extent, and I do think that sometimes the weird mechanics do fit with the game. And like, there are other bosses. Let me see if I can skip into this video a little bit. This boss in particular is fair. I did actually manage to complete this boss on my first couple of goes. I'm really close to the end, by the way. I'm only three hours in or so, and I'm already almost done with the game. This boss is fair because the only mitigation is that barrel up at the top. He'll drop down on you if you cross his path, which can create a situation where there is literally nowhere to stand before you get hit, which is sometimes not good. But if you trick it into dropping, it's possible. It's just kind of finagling. But yeah, other than that, it's not bad.
Ooh, getting raided.
Oh, jeez.
Ooh, it's raid time.
Whose toast is getting buttered?
Greg, thank you for that host. It didn't pop up.
Thanks for the host, Greg.
Oh, man.
What's up, everybody?
Hello.
We're talking about Cuphead.
Wait,
it's a lot of people who joined in.
Okay, so someone's here to butter the toast, but who brought the toast?
Nobody.
Because I don't have any.
Because the toast is in all of us.
Greg is the toast.
Greg is the toast. Okay, yeah. So they're buttering Greg.
That's one way to phrase it.
Yes.
Greg's just like, lather me, friends. Lather me.
I shall sit in my butter.
Sit on my butt as I get buttered. Buttered. The
Oh,
best
man.
pun.
Okay, Greg brought the toast. Okay, good.
Excellent. That's so funny. I don't think that's ever happened to us on the podcast.
Well, it
Getting your
just
toast
did.
buttered.
That's inaugural. What up, dude? How's it going?
Hello.
Yeah,
Thanks
but
for
like,
joining.
I wish I could play it. I don't have an Xbox One.
Hey, Kamikaze
Is it on
TARDIS.
PC?
Thank you for the follow. Yes, it's on PC.
Hey, thanks
It
for that
is.
follow.
It's
maybe I
$20
should.
on Steam right now.
Oh, nice.
Yeah, it's a
Maybe I
$20
should
game,
play
which
it.
is really nice. That being said, there's only 6 to 10 hours of content tops.
Yeah,
you know,
and that's if
other than
you're-
replayability.
That's if you're bad too. KDLP,
Yeah.
thank you for the follow. I am probably
Hey,
going to
thanks for that
finish it
follow.
within 4 to 5 hours. I only
Yeah.
have like a couple things left. DigitalP, thank you for the follow.
Fuck.
Hey.
How many follows did we get? That's 3?
3, yes.
God, fucking Kazoo time.
Oh
Hey,
yeah.
Wait, right now?
Kazoo, 2 Kazoo, 3 Kazoo. No, however many follows we get at the end of the podcast, that's how many Kazoos I put in my mouth and play.
Is that a euphemism or actual?
No,
That's-
real
yeah.
kazoos.
Okay.
Real,
Oh, yeah, I
real
remember that.
kazoos, yeah.
Yeah, I think we did that last time, right? Me and my hefty
Oh, yeah, yeah,
bag of Kazoos.
Yeah, we need
Yeah,
we're
every
gonna
time you
do
say that.
one for each follower, yes. And Karanar, thank you for that follow. That's another one, John.
Thanks for that
follows.
follow. We got 4 Kazoos at the end of this podcast.
Hey.
Hot
Hell
damn, my
yeah.
dude. Hot damn. All right. So what else? What was the other game that you were talking about?
A
Hat in Time.
Yes, I was just playing it up until about an hour before. Do you want me to talk about that now?
Yeah, please. I've
okay.
heard a couple of good things about it. A mutual buddy of Mark and mine was talking about it, and he was like, "Oh, I want to get it. I can't wait for it." And I was wondering if it was like anything like Professor Layton, because it just
No,
I hear
0%.
I figure, yeah.
0% like Professor
But-
Layton.
Well, yeah, he told me because I have no idea. I haven't followed the game at all. So please tell me all about it.
Okay, John, are you a fan of Super Mario Sunshine and or Super Mario Galaxy and or Super Mario 64?
Yes.
Then you will love A Hat in Time. This game is a spiritual successor to those games' imaginative worlds, as you can see is indicated in the video that is currently playing. I can attest, it does a really good job at capturing that sense of like wonder and imagination that was very indicative of those older games. Something that no, not Banjo-Kazooie, the other one, the one with the bad one.
The bad one.
Ukulele.
Yeah, ukulele.
The one that that tried to do something like this and did not do very well at it. Whereas this one, I think, is really fucking good, and I think is well worth people's time if this is a genre that they are interested in. The collectathon platformer. It has a lot of creativity that I did not expect going into it. Like, there's more to the game. Like, every stage just introduces like a new mechanic or like a new enemy. It's good. It's quite good.
That's really cool. Oh
Okay.
god, that just looks like incredibly unique, like a lot of fun to play.
Yes.
Well, the art style looks awesome. I couldn't
Yeah.
tell you any other game I've seen that looks like that.
Well, the first thing that came to my mind was like, I wonder how Nintendo's gonna sue over this one, but they can't. Like that's just how like it looks original. That's awesome.
It is very it is oozing charm. I'll tell you that much.
That's
like
awesome.
every level, every piece of dialogue has like a really cool sense of like humor to it. There's a point where you like trade your soul to the devil, but he gives you the next levels in exchange for your soul in that area. Like, it's part of the contract. Like, it's so cool. It's really imaginative. And like there's a badge that so you get hats that give you abilities, right? And there's one that gives you the ability to sprint, and you can buy a badge that turns your sprint into just driving a scooter, like a Vespa. It's really cool. Circle Jerks Talk Show. Thank you for that, host.
Oh,
That's
it's
nice.
another host. Quick reminder to everybody out there: we are Legacy of MarkJon. We are on all platforms as well. Every time you guys follow us, we do a kazoo at the end of the podcast. So you get to watch my ass do as many kazoos as we get follows.
Not
Secondly,
your ass though, your mouth.
Kamikaze
No,
TARDIS,
just
thank you for
Just
that
clearing that up.
but
that host as well.
We also do question of the week. We answer somebody's question at the end of the podcast at that email right there. So if you guys want to ask us anything, literally anything, ask away, and we'll be more than happy to answer it at the end of the podcast.
Woo!
Thanks for following. Thanks for joining us. Hey guys, have either of you guys gotten a chance to look at what's been coming out for the Switch?
No.
You're talking about Stardew Valley?
That's a funny story. You know when that was announced? Like when they announced the date? They announced it on Monday, and it came out on Thursday.
Yeah.
So people were super fucking excited. They were like, oh, I can't wait for Stardew to come out. This is like early in the cycle, and they were like, well, it's not happening. What's up, Shelby? And, you know, we were just sitting around like, all right, we don't have a date on it. And they were like, hey, we got a date on it. Everyone's like, ooh, when's it come out? Expecting like it's like in December or November. And they're just like, 2 days from now.
Hey.
Not only that, they brought fucking, Lovers in a Dangerous Space Time, Axiom Verge, which was a really like acclaimed Metroidvania, a bunch of different other games. They put Ultimate World, One Piece Ultimate World. I know that was a pretty fun one that you had played, Mark. They brought Dragon Ball Xenoverse 2, which I didn't even fucking know they were bringing to the Switch. They just plopped it on there, and I didn't know.
That's a weird one to slap in there.
Yeah, I don't know. And then they just put out FIFA. They've got fucking NBA 2K18 on there. Like, there's all this like shit that's just coming out on it that I'm just like, I didn't expect this to come out this year, because the way they were talking about it, it sounded like they were going to bring them out next year. I don't know. It's sounding more and more so like Nintendo's getting their shit together and they finally have a decent library to work with.
Well, they realized that they're not developing enough games, so they're like, hey, there's a bunch of other games that are already over there. Why don't we just take a couple of those, put them on our platform, huh, buddy? You guys want to be on the Switch?
Well, after the train wreck of the Wii U, they realized that, hey, this mobile gaming sort of deal, this is where you get these sort of not idle games. They're not idle. Like Stardew Valley, you're not sitting at your computer for 4 hours, eyes taped open, staring at Stardew Valley. You can be playing it on the bus, because it's not, you're not button mashing, you're not anything crazy.
Tell that to Slime Rancher.
Okay, yeah, that's different. But I don't know, Stardew Valley is like, in my mind, the perfect game for the Switch. You say, I'm gonna go do something, like I'm gonna go out of the house, maybe hop on the bus, go somewhere, bring Stardew Valley, play that for 2 hours, you know? And with multiplayer support coming out, I heard next summer for Stardew Valley, I think that's only gonna help the sales more.
Mm-hmm.
Well, once it gets on PC, that'd be cool.
Yeah, exactly.
Have
I
you
heard
guys
it's coming to PC first.
Have you guys seen modded Breath of the Wild?
Yeah, on PC.
Which modded one?
4K 60 FPS.
Modded as fuck, where it's like fucking your glider is Buzz Lightyear, and it's like someone fighting Shrek. Hold on, I'll look it up.
There's one on Reddit today where it's Thomas the Tank Engine.
Oh yeah. Oh, here we go. I got it.
What?
Here, it's Minecraft Steve with SpongeBob as a shield, wielding a diamond sword, and he's fighting Shrek and Buzz Lightyear. And his horse is Thomas the Tank Engine. This video is titled Breath of the Wild. That's why I play on PC.
Yeah. Get out in the swamp.
What the actual fuck?
So this is why.
No!
This is why PC gaming will always be one step above you, John. Will always. You haven't even.
No, I don't doubt it. That's just so fucking hilarious.
You haven't even
Nintendo
seen
doesn't
the
understand.
end.
The horse is Thomas the Tank Engine.
He also has a. I like. He keeps zooming in on Thomas the Tank Engine running at him.
BDSM Switch? I'm so confused and I don't want to ask Katie.
Oh, I know that.
Funny.
That's what I.
Wait, what?
Nothing.
Wait,
Don't
what?
worry about it. If you have to ask, you can't afford it. All right. Well, there you go.
That's so funny.
Did you like that, John?
That's so ridiculous. So they actually finally like finished it up. It's like
It's more or less more or less
playable.
playable. Yeah.
Okay. Yeah, because I heard that there were still like some issues with it. It's not like at 100%, but they're like damn near close.
It's everything that needs to be controlled by the gyroscopic controls. They can't do. There's like a couple of shrines I think that are just uncompletable. But other than that, it's all good.
Yeah, I mean that makes sense. Like obviously, like you're only going to get to 117, so you're not going to be able to 100% it on your fucking PC. But that it's impressive how quick they got that like finished up and like done, ready
What
for
I
the
was
PC.
telling you, I mean, fucking Persona 5 is on PC now too.
I mean,
Yeah, don't try
it
to
wasn't-
stream that though.
I'm not
Didn't that
gonna.
come out on-
I'm not gonna.
when did that?
stream
What
that.
system did that come out for?
PS3, PS4.
Yeah.
Okay.
Someone got a PS3 emulator working, and Persona 5 runs at like 15 FPS on my computer. I mean, I don't have it. What are you talking about?
You wouldn't download that.
You wouldn't download a car.
I would totally download.
I would also
If I could download a car, I would do it.
Absolutely.
It would be so cheap.
Yeah.
I'd-
Yeah, think about how much you save on parts manufacturing, you know?
Oh yeah.
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 It's actually just economic.
Ridiculous.
It's just a good idea. All right.
Honest, at this point, I'm just waiting for Rocket League to come out on the Switch so I can start playing it.
You'll
'Cause
like that a lot, I bet.
Yeah.
I did it a little bit with when Marshall and I were doing some streaming when I was back home.
Yeah.
We did a stream. I don't know if you still have it up, Marshall, but
I think.
that was the one that glitched out, and we were doing PUBG or whatever at the end of it.
Oh yeah. I still have it, or maybe I don't know. I'll check.
But we ended up playing. So I was just hanging out with Marshall, and he starts playing Rocket League, and I'm just like, fuck it, I'm here. I'll commentate too. And you finished like one or two matches, and you turned back to me and said, "You're playing now," because you had to go to the bathroom or something.
Yeah.
And
you know
just
it.
put the controller in my hand. You talk to our buddies. You guys will be seeing more content on Sebastian soon, but on our other buddy Zach, and they were playing like us three as a team, and of course you three are used to playing with each other, and then you just told them, "Hey, yeah, Jonathan's playing with you guys now," and you just heard it in both of their voices, like, like,
Oh no.
we have that newbie with us. Just like,
No.
yeah, I'm sorry. I ended up getting okay at it. Not amazing, but with practice, I'm sure I'd get better.
Oh, yeah.
I'm bad at it. I think it's a fun enough game, but I'm never going to play it again. Never.
No? Well, like,
It is-
Who doesn't like black olive? Oh my god, olives are the best. Oh fuck.
Black Olive.
Pepperoni and black olive is
Okay.
the pinnacle of fine Italian delicacies. That's all I'm saying.
Wait, but like olives, it's like little sticky cummies going down your throat.
Did you just say little sticky cummies going down your
Yeah.
throat?
I don't have a lot of
Then
experience.
I guess
with
I
it. Little
love
experience
the
I do.
taste of fucking semen going down my throat. That's all I'm
No. Not semen, cummies.
sorry. I really like cummies going down my throat then, I guess.
Okay.
I
sorry,
really
clip
wanted that to be taken. Yeah, there you go. No. Clip the other one was better, honestly. Little sticky cummies are the best. Hell yeah, they are.
What have we done? What have we done?
Blame Marshall.
So
I
I played a game this weekend, and it wasn't a video game. It was a drinking game,
Ooh.
and this drinking game was called King's Cup.
Oh, that's a bad one.
Is that
It
like
is
the Kingsman
not
movie?
fun.
But about cups? Like, is this Cuphead, but with Kingsman?
Totally. I also saw that movie this weekend. But yeah, the way it works is you have like a deck of cards and you just scatter it around a cup, and you just say 2 is you pick someone to drink, 3 is me, you pick yourself to drink, 4 is, and this is the rules, not me saying it, is 4 is whore, which means all the women drink. 5
That's
is
rude.
Dudes can't be whores.
I don't appreciate that.
it's
I am a proud man whore.
Well,
Man
so
slut.
6 is dicks. 7, you point to heaven. Last one who doesn't get it gets a drink. 8, you pick a mate, so they have to drink to everything you do, and vice versa.
Oh, nice.
9 is rhyme, I think. I forget what 10 was. 10 was categories. That's what it was. Jack, you make a rule up, and then Queen was something else. Besides the point, the whole thing is when you draw a king, you put whatever you want to in this cup in the middle, so it becomes a concoction of gross.
Yep.
Can you spit in it?
You absolutely can.
Can you cum in it?
The group that I was with didn't, but
brave enough.
like you absolutely can.
Can you
And the way it
say-
works is that whoever gets the last king has to drink that cup in the middle, and that's the end of the
Oh.
game.
Imagine if you came in it and then you drew it and you had to drink your own cum.
Yeah, that would be that'd be a doozy.
Wait, Kate,
Yeah,
you
well-
don't want to repeat that?
What?
What?
Responding to chat.
Oh,
Oh, yeah, I ended up being the guy who drew the last king.
Ooh.
Woo nilly. It was my first time drinking like that in a long time, and boy was that the introduction to it. That was a weekend. Oop, the clip.
Uh-oh. We've been
clip.
clipped.
sticky cummies.
Sticky cummies.
I can't
Alright.
watch this right now, but put it in my Discord and then I'll watch it later.
What are you guys up to this week?
I wanted to put pictures of skeletons. I looked up pictures of skeletons, John. That's what I did.
Yeah?
I have so many pictures of skeletons now. GIFs,
Why?
pictures, Portuguese skeletons making fun of weeaboos. I have them. I have like 6 or 7 pictures of those now. Specifically.
Why?
One of weeaboos.
Do you want me to put one up on stream real quick?
Sure, but why? Why
Because
is that a thing?
skeleton. Hold on, I have to. It takes a second. Just keep keep questioning me if you want. That's okay.
What? No.
Okay. All right. Here's
No.
one. This one is
Oh no.
something Kai por otaku feldido. There you go.
Uh-oh.
What is this?
What does that even mean?
I don't know. I looked it up and it has something to do with making fun of otakus. I don't know exactly what it is, but that's basically it. Let me put a different
Why?
one real quick. Hold on. I'll have give me an emotion. Just
That's-
an emotion you feel
An
right
emotion?
now. Yeah.
Lust.
Uncomfortable silence. Oh, is that not an emotion?
I can do lust, I guess. Maybe no, this one's too innocent. It's too innocent of a skeleton. Oh, I have one where he's growing a boner. I don't know if I want to put that one up on stream though. I can do this one. Let's do this one. This one's a good
okay.
one. There you
We
go.
draw the line at skeleton boners. That's
Yeah.
the hard line. We don't cross that.
Well, all they do is bone, so.
Well, they do have, what is it, 306 bones in their body. I'll give them 307.
Do you guys like this one?
That's
That one's
hot.
pretty good.
That is hot.
Can I replace
Why do I need to
myself?
calm down? What did I do?
Can I replace myself with a skeleton, John? Do you mind?
What?
If I
Yeah,
re-
go for it, dude. Be a skeleton. Be one with yourself.
Okay. There we go. Hold on. There we go. That's good.
Goodness.
Get it working.
Did you guys hear that they Nintendo upped their production of Nintendo Switches by 2 million a month?
It's about time.
Yeah,
I
think
know it took way too long
Yeah.
for that to happen.
they were driving the economy of it by literally not making enough.
I know.
Which I don't know if that was planned or not, but it turned out pretty well for them, I think.
Well, they've done this before, where they're just like, "Hey, we don't have enough," and then for like 6 months they don't have enough, and then all of a sudden there's a fucking abundance of it. It's like, oh, well, there you go.
Well, I
Well,
mean, that's pretty good. Needed to
yeah.
happen, I think.
Actually, it was we went to a party of our friend Henry. We got him the body pillow. We told that story I think 2 weeks ago. That same party, somebody had gotten him a Marth amiibo. It just reminded me that was like the whole issue. Everybody was like, "Oh, we have to get a Marth amiibo" when that first came out in like 2014. That was the one that it was like nowhere you could find it, couldn't find it anywhere, couldn't import it from anywhere, and then all of a sudden there were too many. Which is like probably one of the reasons why our buddy Henry now has a copy of it from Japan. I don't know why from Japan, but from Japan. You need to believe. Doot. Why?
Here, I'll express my true self. Here you go. I'm a skeletonkin. Oh, okay, skeleton gifts from Marky's little toy this week. I mean, honestly, I might have ADD, just a tiny bit.
Tiny bit.
But that's okay.
You scored higher than average on the test.
Yeah.
Hey, Mark.
Yeah, what's up?
That's an interesting skeleton that's rubbing its ribs. What do you know? Do you know what time it is?
Time for you to buy a watch.
Wait, Marshall, do you know what time it is?
Is it sponsor time?
It's sponsor time. Brought to you by Sponsor Time.
Who's sponsoring it?
All right. This podcast is sponsored to you by the color yellow. Whether it be in the form of wristbands or in the form of another shade of color, perhaps blue. That's a little more complicated than we wanted to. Perhaps green. It's a little more dark than I'd like. Oh, I know. How about simply orange?
Don't
Have
do
yourselves
this to
a
me.
wonderful vitamin-full afternoon, ladies and gentlemen. Sorry, that was the sponsor time. Back to the regularly scheduled program.
I have a reaction for this.
Marshall, that reaction was exactly what I wanted.
It hurts.
This GIF is actually titled "Ah" on my computer.
I'm not as good at stuff as this, but goddamn, I just had to do that one.
Unfollowed.
I saw that on my
blocked.
table was like, guess we got to do it.
Didn't you have
All right.
time to guess?
So, is there anything else we want to talk about, or should we move on to the question of the day? This is going to be a short podcast today. We do have a couple of things that we need to get done.
Shadow War.
Oh yeah.
What was that?
Shadow War comes out Tuesday.
Huh? Why are you so excited
How
about
do you
it,
feel about the
Marshall?
loot boxes?
Loot boxes, I hate so much. They shouldn't do it. I think loot boxes as a concept should exist only for cosmetics. I think you should be able to get nothing from the game other than cosmetics. And the fact that they're not doing that makes me want to die.
Sorry. Shadow of War.
It's the
See, that makes sense for something like Overwatch.
Shadow
Yeah.
of Mordor.
Exactly. Well, their argument is that you get followers by not killing orcs, and you get gear by killing orcs. So generally, people are going to fall into one of two camps. They're either going to not kill any orcs and take them all as followers, so you get a huge army of orcs, or they're going to kill all the orcs and get all this gear. So their argument for these loot boxes is that you can buy follower loot boxes, which will give you orcs as followers. Like if you just want to kill all the orcs, you can use your in-game currency to get orc followers.
Save the animals.
Exactly. But if you save all the orcs, you're never going to get any new gear. So there's loot boxes for that too. And that's their argument. You can buy it with in-game currency, which is great. It needed to happen. You can't have loot boxes without being able to buy them with in-game currency. But the fact of the matter is I can throw $30 at the screen and get premium boxes where everything's better. And it affects the way I play. And you know what? If it was a single-player game, I wouldn't care. If somebody wants to pay to skip part of the game, do it. Go ahead. Do what you want. But the fact of the matter is, this is a multiplayer game. End game, you're going against other players. They build their fortress, and you attack their fortress. And you build your fortress, and they attack your
really?
fortress. Yeah.
Oh.
at the end of the day, it's a multiplayer game. So somebody who buys the game
Pay to
chucks
win.
$100 at the screen. But at the same point, you can do all of it without needing to buy loot boxes at all. So I'm sort of conflicted. I hate it because it should be cosmetics, but it's not that bad because you can buy it in-game and you can also get whatever it is in-game also, you know? If I sit there and put more time than the next person, I'm going to be better at the game and I'll do better in these multiplayer situations. But at the end of the day, people can do what they want with their money, and I'm conflicted. I don't want to support it, but at the same point, I think it'll be an awesome game.
I still really like Shadow of Mordor, which is a shame because I'm conflicted now. I don't know if I want to buy it anymore.
It looks like Shadow of Mordor plus more, because Shadow of Mordor, you build up this whole big army, and you're sitting there and you're like, oh, I own all of the orcs. They're all mine. They're branded. They're my army. Oh, what do I do? Now you say, oh, let's go attack a fortress with my army of orcs.
What if I don't want an army?
Then you kill them all and you take the loot and attack the fortress yourself.
I want to attack fortresses by myself. I want to play Metal Gear Solid.
I think you can, honestly. I don't know how easy it would be, but...
Oh, that sounds fun.
Yeah, the one problem with all those games taking that direction is just that it's going to make them fucking money, so it's not going to stop anytime soon, and that's fucking unfortunate.
Yeah.
I'm a little peeved about that.
There's a lot of games that I don't really have an issue with that much. One game that I do sort of have an issue is also Battlefront 2, which we just sort of learned about this week with the beta. That's the Star Wars game, the new Star Wars game.
Yeah.
They have loot boxes too, and it is also in-game loot. Like, it's not just cosmetics. So somebody who throws $100 at the screen is going to be better at day one than I'll be, And it's not because they're better, it's because their guns are better and their players better, Yeah. So that's upsetting. But, after a week it evens out and it's not that big a deal. But loot boxes, I hate with a passion. If it's only cosmetics, fine, whatever. The League of Legends does it, it's only cosmetics. That's fine. I'll deal with it. I'll suck it up. But there's a bunch of these games making it pay to win, and I'm not chill with that.
Yeah, it's unfortunate, but that's what makes them money, and you got to go where the money goes sometimes.
Yeah. But at the end of the day, I think I'm gonna have a lot of fun with Shadow of War because I love Shadow of Mordor so much, and if loot boxes are the only issue I have with the game, I'll live. I'm not gonna buy the loot boxes. It doesn't matter to me. And right now I'm playing Shadow of Mordor because they allow you to bring your best follower and your best enemy into the new game. So
that's cool.
Yeah, exactly. So I'm playing Shadow of Mordor.
Shadow of More.
Wait. Sorry, I have something for that. Shadow of More.
Whoa! How did you do that?
That was cool.
Teach me your ways.
That was using a voice meter. It's got some effects in there, but I can link it to you if you want. It's a free software. There's a whole bunch of tutorials and stuff.
I've always wanted stuff like this.
Wait, and I can go...
What?
Oh my god, I can't. Dude,
you're
you know what? If you give this to Mark, the podcast is going to become a morning
hell.
talk show.
It's gonna be hell.
No, because you're gonna be sitting there in the morning. It's like you've got Mark and John in the morning. Like you're gonna start modulating your voice for that.
How much though?
Oh my god, you sound like an airline attendant.
Yeah. All right.
Please teach me your ways. I've always wanted this stuff.
It's too late, chat. He knows the name. Welcome to next week's podcast, where it's changing Mark's voice.
Oh my god, left and right.
But yeah, end of the day, I'm playing Shadow of Mordor right now because I want to level up my followers, and I'm excited to get them in this new game. You know, I'll have fun with the game. Loot boxes I'll live with. I'm not going to buy them. I'm not going to support it. But, you know, it's something that they do.
Yeah. You not buying them is going to make a difference.
Totally.
Make a difference. Be the
All right,
change
everybody.
you want to see in the world.
You guys ready for the question of the week?
Of course. Is
Hey,
it?
if you guys want your question of the week answered, send your questions over to that legacyofmarkjon@gmail.com. We will look at those questions and we will answer one a week. So if you guys
while
want a
we're-
question answered, there it is.
While we're plugging things, you can go ahead and follow me on twitch.tv/March46. I might be playing more at Hat in Time later. Not tonight, but like later. And also, if you want to follow Nyarshal, you can follow him at GotPowerGaming1.
Got Power Gaming, just flat, yeah.
GotPowerGaming.
I will be streaming Shadow of Mordor and Shadow of War, in case you're interested.
And is it Voice Meter with 2 E's? Voice Meter?
Yes.
Okay,
Yeah,
found it.
Voice Me.
I've already downloaded and installed it, so.
Okay,
just
good.
wanted
You'll
to
need the
make sure.
cables too, the VB audio cables. I'll link
Oh,
those.
fuck.
It's on the same. It's like a audio mixing board for software.
Shit.
All right, so this question comes once again from Lynn, otherwise known as Blondelicious or Brunetalicious now. Thank you for the question. The question goes as this. Hello, joyful people. Would you rather play your favorite game forever and nothing else, or be able to play the same game more than once? What?
Wait, what?
Would you rather play your favorite game forever and nothing else, or be unable to play the same game more than once? Okay, so you have to play
there I see.
one game constantly. You can never play anything else. Or you can only play like one game, one playthrough at a time. Like if you did one playthrough, it's done. You can never go back to it.
Me, I have a huge problem with replaying games. Every time I replay a game, it's just not nearly as enjoyable for me. I have my favorite game of all time, The Witcher 3, and I've played through it exactly once. And I've tried to restart it like 4 times now, and I can't get past the first 30 minutes. Just because I'm like, I remember this quest. I remember talking to this dude. I remember where I go. I could literally retrace my steps, fight the same boss with my eyes closed. And it's just not enjoyable for me to replay games, even if I love them. I love them so much. I'd rather watch somebody else play it, because they have a different experience. But I would play each game once, me personally.
Okay. What about you, Mark?
Never play the same game more than once. Because, you know, I feel like once in a while you'd probably be like, for example, with Nier, I'm glad I had that experience. I'm not going to go do that 20 more times. I want to play all the games that are available to my life. And also new stuff is going to come out. And if people took this deal in like 1970s, they'd fucking hate themselves. That's all I'm saying.
Yeah.
That's true.
Or they'd be the best speedrunner of Super Mario ever.
Oh, that's also true, yeah.
Fame and fortune in only one thing, though.
Yeah.
I don't know. Like, this one's up in the air for me because, yeah, I if I play through a game, I usually don't revisit it often. But I find myself playing a certain pair of Fire Emblem games so many times over. Like there's the Wii version of Fire Emblem I have played at least 15 times over, just because there's so many different like approaches you can take to it. Like right now I'm trying an OP run where you just get everyone to max level no matter what the situation is. You farm. I have another playthrough that I tried once where it was nothing but women. I had another one that it was nothing but animals get through. Another one that it was nothing but flying, nothing but whatever. And just, I honestly have a blast like experimenting with that kind of stuff because like it can be a lot of fun for me just because like I get to know the game by like the back of my hand, but because I'm playing with so many different people, it's a different experience. Because that game, in your end game, you end up with like 70, 80 different characters that you can pick and choose at your whim, which was a lot of fun for me. So I don't know. I could go either way with that one, but if I had to pick the one game only, it would be that one. But I could see a point for both sides for me.
Yeah, I would say if somebody held a gun on my head and said you have to play one game the rest of your life, what would it be? I'd pick like Minecraft, honestly, because even though it's not my favorite game of all time, there's so much content and it's literally infinite. So even after 10, 15 years, I could still be doing stuff, still building, and
Right.
you know.
Well, not only that, but if you had dragged a couple of us into that deal, like we would absolutely be able to play with you, and it would just be a world, make a game of it. You know, God knows like how many YouTube channels have made a fucking living off of that, just constantly remaking the world, doing something new to it, making a game of it.
Yeah.
You know,
So
it's ridiculous how many like
Northern Line in the Binding
views
of
some
Isaac.
of those get. Binding of Isaac's that way too, where you can just kind of have so many routes to go.
yeah.
Well, I know there's a YouTube you like to watch that has something to the upwards of like what 500, 600 episodes like per Binding of Isaac game or whatever.
1,000 more like.
Oh boy!
Oh wow.
And each one is like 40 minutes long.
Yep.
I couldn't
do
I
that.
could not do that. Yeah. That's
Too much Binding of
an
Isaac.
exorbitant amount of time to put into one game. So as promised, we got five, right? 5 new subs or 5 new follows.
Yes.
All right.
That's what it looks like.
All right. We're gonna end off this podcast with 5 kazoos in my mouth. It's the big end that goes in, right? That
Yes.
sounds so wrong. Every time I say it, it just sounds so wrong. All right.
No problem, Lynn.
No problem. But we are officially out of questions. So if you guys have questions, don't forget to send them to this here email.
John, why don't
Does
you
it
put
have to
them
relate to-
put them laterally? So like the wide end.
Well, this is 5. It's not an issue. But
I'm
like
just
when
saying.
it's more than that, well, because these the sticking out part will get
I
in the
know
way
it'll
and
make
it's
like a fan shape. It'll be easier to insert in your mouth.
what?
Yeah, I said that a lot too.
Yeah, same. See?
All right. I guess I'll try what you're talking about.
See, check it out, dude. It's just
Also-
physics. It's just science.
Now, the question of the week, does that have to be related to video games?
Mm-mm.
Ooh, okay. Well, I got a good one.
Mm-hmm.
That's fun.
Oh.
Oh,
God damn it! I hate my
getting
life.
close.
No, there's a way to do this.
They sound like they work now.
Mm-hmm.
Now that you're doing it the right way. That means I've never played a kazoo the right way in my life. My whole worldview is shaken.
Okay. 5 new followers. Thanks for the follow,
Nice.
guys. More kazoos next week if we get more followers.
All right. Well, I
All
just
right,
sent
guys.
a weekly question,
It's-
just so you know.
You just sent one in?
Yeah.
Let's see all the questions that just got sent in. Where are they?
Well,
What
what
the heck?
I did send it, right? Legacy of MarkJon. Yeah.
Let's see here.
John, is your account fucky? Did you fuck it?
No. I shouldn't have. What the heck? I'll figure it out. Oh, there it is. Wow, that all of these questions. Lynn, you
Hey.
sent us so many. There's a 1, 2. I think that's 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Hey, there's 9 more questions. Holy shit, we are stacked. Thanks for the
Yeah.
questions, guys. And thanks for that's been the podcast number 33. I know the title says number 32. I just couldn't fucking change it. Be sure to follow us on YouTube, Twitter, Facebook, everywhere. We're posting videos on Mondays, Wednesdays, Fridays, and Sundays. Sundays are the podcasts. We're going to be having a bunch of videos with Marshall coming out in the next few weeks, which is going to be a lot of fun.
You know.
Don't forget to check out Mark's channel. That's Marksman46 on most mediums. Right?
Yeah.
It's on Twitch and YouTube. It's Marksman46.
And if anyone here wants to hang out with at least myself, and if John ever decides to join the Discord or hang out ever, you can find us here. Be careful, there are some channels that are not necessarily good. Some of them are terrible, actually. But feel free to join us and hang out if you're a chill person who wants to be a chill person with chill people.
True. And hey, Marshall, you're a pal. Where do we follow you?
Hey, follow me at GotPowerGaming. Can I drop a link in chat?
Yes.
How about it, my dude?
There we go.
Just kidding. You can't do that. I'll do it for you.
I can't. Oh, thank you so much.
You're welcome.
Yeah, follow me at GotPowerGaming. I play a plethora of games. It'll be Shadow of War for the next little bit, probably.
The occasional near playthrough.
Exactly.
Which will happen next time I'm ever in town.
Yeah, exactly. And eventually I'll be uploading all those to YouTube too. But for now, Twitch, Twitter, Facebook, all that good stuff. GotPowerGaming. Come follow me.
Awesome.
And nasty.
For the guys at Legacy of MarkJon, have yourselves a good night. Ba-da-la-la-la-la.
Merry Christmas!
What?
It's too early for this.
It's on the way though. Oh wait, it's my birthday in 2 days.
Oh, it is?
Fuck.
Happy birthday.
Happy birthday. Happy birthday.
Ooh, drop
Happy.
it. Ooh, louder,
Birthday.
louder. Ooh.
You know what?
Happy birthday. Happy.
I don't want a birthday anymore. No.
Dude, we're gonna make it work.
Cancel it.
Get that.
Shut it all down.
We're gonna crash your house. We're gonna come over. It's gonna be happening. It's gonna be happening and popping and popping and happening.
You're not allowed over on my happy birthday.
I'm gonna follow you home and I'm gonna bring you a happy birthday cake.
No, don't do that. Never give me a present on my birthday.
It'll have my secret sauce.
I don't want any
Sloppy
birthday.
wet kisses.
I don't want any birthday presents.
It'll have my little sticky gummies.
I'm gonna end the stream now. Goodbye, everybody.
Have a good night, guys.
Bye.
Bye.